Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Reach out to me directly, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing the 2019 93-piece 43mm carbon fiber Ulysse Nardin Freak X Carbonium, a timepiece that represents the first family of Freaks ever to feature a conventional crown. It's also more robust, more practical, and more wearable than past Freaks. It's also more affordable. This timepiece, as you can see, 43 millimeters in diameter, is 13.8 millimeters thick, and from lug to lug, a reasonable 49.5 millimeters, with a broad and proportional 21 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. You get a good sense of its fit. It's much more wearable than any other Freak ever made. The case shape has changed dramatically over the years, and for the better. This is the most wearable Freak since the 2001 original at 42.5 millimeters. This one, in 43, in carbonium, weighs even less. All the metal hardware on this watch is titanium, so along with the large sapphires, it is feathery. The timepiece doesn't extend too far out, and I can recommend this watch for a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference, and I rarely say that for a 43. Taking a look at the strap, it's a fascinating piece, first because it's blue, but that's par for the course with Ulysse Nardin. It has two different stitches, one blue monotone and one contrasting, a binding stitch in white. There is perforation that allows you to see through to a glossy carbon fiber strip inside, sewn into the strap. The strap itself is made of leather, but it's rubber coated to make it more water resistant. And then you can see on the underside, it is conventional calf skin, so the water exposure is tolerable outside, but you still don't want to swim with this strap. It is a brand new Ulysse Nardin factory strap in outstanding condition, and you can see that it features a clever anchored strap minder. Sometimes these strap minders can fly all over the place and be tough to grab when you're actually strapping the watch down. By anchoring one of the minders, stitching it into the leather of the strap, as it were, it makes it far easier to gather the watch up on the wrist. Now, it uses a titanium double deployant clasp. You can see internally it features ceramic spring-loaded ceramic pin snaps. Let me show you that close range. They essentially retract and allow the clasp to maintain its tight tolerances over time, as the titanium cannot wear down the ceramic-coated balls. Now, taking a quick look at the architecture, part of the swing arm for the clasp is a trigger spring, so it's a twin trigger release. It can't fly open. It's not crude or friction fit. Looking at the case, you can see the carbonium, because it is a fiber that's then impregnated with a resin and machined. No two are going to be exactly alike because of the way the carbon composite ultimately falls inside the press. When the resin is injected, everything is frozen in place, so while they're all made of the same material, no two examples will have the same flow of fibers. The case is elegant. It's tapered. It's got a little bit of a lug hood that flows into the mid-case, and then a downward canted profile into which you see the individual numbering plate has been inserted. You can also see that this is a combination of titanium and of carbonium. We're just going to call it carbon from here on out. So it is very light. It's also nicely layered. It's built up without looking bulky, and it's because all of these secondary character lines break up the apparent mass. The timepiece includes a remarkably domed sapphire, almost as dramatic as a vintage plexiglass, and then a dial in which you get the expected Ulysse Nardin Freak Carousel. The Carousel, invented by Bonnet Bonnickson, a Dane, in the 1890s, was a more durable update to the Abraham Louis Breguet tourbillon system. So what it does is it has two different drivetrains. One turns the carriage, and then the other operates the escapement, which is why, for example, I can turn this carriage without crashing the escapement. They have two different power sources. So the way this works is the minute hand makes a circuit every hour, and it is effectively the carriage on which the movement is born. You can see that there is a sort of planetary-like gearing that allows this circuit to continue uninterrupted. And if you look closely, you can see, and I'm going to try to show this, underneath there is an escapement in silicon, unlubricated, for high efficiency and long intervals between service. There is a hairspring in silicon for anti-magnetism and resistance to thermal deviation in timing rate. It is also free-sprung, which allows it to be regulated precisely and withstand minor concussions on the wrist without timing deviations. The balance is proprietary, featuring a combination of heavy precious metals and silicon. It also uses aerodynamic braking to regulate its speed and achieve regularity in timing. The escapement, the hairspring, and the balance are all proprietary to UN, as through its Sigatech subsidiary since 2006, UN, despite its size, it's not very large. It's one of the few original suppliers of silicon components in the Swiss watch industry, so this is not just its own design, it's its own materials. The pivots used, the sapphires, are all clear corundum rather than the synthetic rubies commonly used, which fits the aesthetic of the watch better. Everything is nickel anthracite or blackened on the dial and satin finished. The timepiece, of course, features automatic winding, which is still relatively new in the world of freaks. The caliber UN-230 uses ceramic rotor bearings for high efficiency, and you can see that it is a magic lever winding system, so bidirectional and very efficient. It energizes a 3-day power reserve, and it beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour. It's also 50 meters water resistant, making it the most water resistant freak ever. Reach out to tmosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details of this 93-piece limited edition. And we are back with the most luminous freak in history. This is the Freak X by night.